Hi Aries, and welcome to your monthly love predictions reading. This is going to be a love specific reading from the middle of August until the middle of September. Excuse me. Oi, no. Sorry you guys. So if you're looking for a more general predictions reading, I do have your signs readings up for the month of August, where we look at what you can expect for the month ahead in general. But I'm excited to get into love for y'all. If you hear me growling something in the background, I just got a puppy yesterday, and he's got a lot of learning to do, and so do I. We're both learning, so is Kirk. So I will apologize in advance. I've also got a dry cough. There may be distractions, but I'm going to do my best to stay on track and keep this about you, not about my cough, not about my dog. So let's get into it. Starting with this oracle deck, I'm going to pull 3 cards, which will tell us the main 3 themes that your sign can expect to experience in the month ahead. So for Aries, please, Spirit. What are Aries' 3 key themes in love? What are their 3 key themes in love for the month ahead, Aries? Oh, here we go. First card is the 3 of Cups, share the love. What are Aries' 3 key themes? Second card is the 4 of Swords, just breathe in the reverse position. What are Aries' 3 key themes in love? What are Aries' 3 key themes in love for the month of August, September? We have heart chakra in reverse, and something is popping out at the back of the deck. We have the Emperor card, lead. Okay, so with the Emperor at the back of the deck, I almost feel like this energy has a lot to do with you getting back into a state of stability, or I want to even say control. So for some of you, let me just move this camera back a tiny bit so we can have some more space. Oh, that might be too far back. There we go. For some of you, this could involve a masculine energy who is playing a big role in your love life in the month ahead. But for others of you, this Emperor card is a lot about you assuming more of like a responsible role, maybe taking on more in love. You may be at a point where you're feeling like you're ready to take things to the next level in your love life, and kind of branching out a little bit, but this is also a card of control. So you're only taking on as much as you think you can handle. While this may be a high level of responsibility, you're still operating from a place of trying to keep stability. So let's talk about this 3 of Cups first, share the love. This is really interesting because it kind of gives me this energy that you're either going to be celebrating love in the month ahead. Oh no, what are you eating? I gotta hope that it's just paper. You're either celebrating something in the month ahead with that 3 of Cups, or you're having the chance to kind of meet up and have some fun with somebody. I see the 3 of Cups as almost like a reunion as well. So I'll get some tarot to figure out what's going on for you. We have the 4 of Swords reversed again. Okay. What's going on with that 3 of Cups for Aries in the month of August? We have the 6 of Wands. What's going on with that 3 of Cups? Okay, we have the 2 of Wands as well. Clarify the 4 of Swords reverse, please. Clarify the 4 of Swords reverse, please, Spirit. Okay, something just fell on the ground. Thank you. Thank you. We have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. Clarify the 6 of Wands, please. We have Judgment. Clarify the 2 of Wands. 5, okay, they want to come out together. We have the 5 of Wands with the 5 of Pentacles. So This is an interesting theme. I don't see a key person, so I think that this is just a theme that may involve multiple people in your love life. At the back of the deck is the Emperor again. So Aries, this is your energy, and it feels like you're really coming from a place of trying to assume some level of like authority in your love life. I almost feel like you're trying to take power back from someone, and I can't help but feel like it has to do with you proving who you really are, if that makes sense. It feels like you're dealing with someone who has underestimated you, and you're trying to show them that you can have fun, but you're also a force to be reckoned with. So it almost feels like with the Four of Swords reversed and the Six of Pentacles, it feels like you're coming out of a situation in which you felt like you weren't getting enough, and you may have felt like somebody even owes you for the way that you were treating them. So you're coming from a situation where you gave more than what you had bargained for or than what they were able to give you. And it doesn't feel like a case of like just people pleasing, because with the Six of Pentacles reversed, it's literally like, no, you implied or you told me like you were going to give me more. So I almost feel like you're coming out of a phase of trying to accidentally end up in situations where you're giving yourself to people who have no intention of fulfilling their intentions, if that makes sense. Like saying one thing, doing another. And I feel like you're even trying to get over someone who put you in that position. Oh, that's very cute. He just came in with his little jacket, the dog. So I would argue that you're on this kind of energy of just trying to have fun and trying not to kind of think about that person or act like it was that big of a deal for you. I could even see you kind of doing things that you were doing before you met this person. It really feels like you're almost had something building and then it kind of fell apart. So you're just kind of trying to put yourself back out there in a confidence boosting way, not with the intention of meeting other people, but just with the intention of feeling like yourself again. And I see the Six of Wands as you kind of getting some sort of public recognition or being in the public eye in some way with the Judgment card in places you used to visit or be with people you used to be with. Just kind of getting your life back together. And it does feel a little bit like a successful revenge plot, like that is actually very uplifting and about you sort of getting back into who you were. Like, I'm thinking of like Khloe Kardashian revenge body, you know, like that's what it just kind of feels like, except it's more about revenge life. I'm bringing back the lifestyle I had before I met you. With the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, there's a lot of change here. And I think that this theme, as you embrace what brings you joy, what makes you have fun, and what helps you feel in control, you're going to start to see a lot of new avenues and pathways opening up for you. And you're going to see how life is like your opportunities are somewhat bigger than you expected. Like I could see you having choices in love here. In demand is what I'm picking up on. So if you're a single Aries, I do, or even if you're in a relationship and your partner's just on a hiatus period, I feel like love is changing for you in the month ahead, and you're going to have an opportunity to go in a different direction if you want to. You may be talking to multiple people and you're feeling very in demand. With that Five of Pentacles, you do get what you want. If your intention was to make somebody feel a certain way, like they were missing out, they do feel that way. But I see you making decisions in the month ahead based on you not wanting to miss out either. So it's an interesting energy. It literally just feels like someone who's trying their best to have fun, be present, and do things that makes them feel like them again. So let's get some advice around that theme before we move forward. All I can say is, Aries, who pissed you off? The audacity. What is the advice for Aries with this theme? We have the comic coming out, number 26. Interesting. We also have the Hunter, which is an energy that I would liken to like an Aries energy. So that's cool. You're very in your element here. Very much in your element. And we also have Anima Mundi. So your advice over here has a lot to do with just following that theme, having fun with the comic, making light of a dark situation and being able to have fun amidst the chaos. or have fun amidst the rubble of what has happened previously, what chaos has happened previously. And with the hunter here, it does feel like you are supposed to be this sort of driven person who has an instinct or a passion or some sort of, you picked up some sort of scent and you just go for it. I see you really taking control of your senses and being able to kind of steer your life forward holistically in a direction that you feel is more like you. Like, this is my life, my lifestyle. Your advice is to just follow that theme and literally live it. With Anima Mundi there, it does feel like all of this is about you kind of doing what you feel is best, but also not overthinking it too much, not beating yourself up too much. It's that feeling of you're doing the best that you can with the information that you have. So if your behavior isn't 100% what we would consider to be like perfect, don't beat yourself up for it. Like, just live in the moment, trust the feeling, and understand that in that moment, that action is literally the best action that you could have based on the information you have. So I really feel like you shouldn't go too hard on yourself here, because some of your behavior, it could be likened to like regression, but that's not the goal. We don't want you to feel worse. We literally just want you to let your hair down and have fun over there. So let's go on to our second theme here with the Four of Swords reversed. What is going on here with this Four of Swords reversed? Because you guys got it twice, so it feels like you're coming out of a period of inaction or slowly reanimating in your love life and finding a balance between resting and recovering versus just getting out there and doing things again. We have the Princess of Pentacles first. And the Princess of Pentacles is looking at the Two of Wands. So somebody is catching your eye in the month ahead, making you think like you have decisions, choices, options. We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this Four of Swords reversed? We have the Ten of Pentacles upright. Clarify the Princess of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles over here, a lot of earth energy. We have the Princess of Swords reversed. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles, please. We have Justice reversed. And clarify this Ten of Pentacles. If there's another air sign, that would be hilarious, because you've got a lot of earth and air over here. Okay, we have the Four of Wands, a little bit of fire. Four of Wands reversed. So at the back of the deck is that Queen of Swords, though, more air. It's interesting. This theme is very much about being practical and logical and grounded. I feel like this theme does have to do with you putting yourself out there again, whether that's with a new person or an existing person. This theme is about building something based on potential that you've recognized within that person and within your connection to them. I do feel like we are comparing this person to somebody else who didn't quite measure up, and that is a bit dangerous because we're looking at an earth sign versus an air sign, and regardless of whether that is their sign, this is someone who is potential and practical and who can offer us the tangible version of a relationship that we want, versus someone who told us that they could or had all of that, the sort of air about them, in the sense of we thought they could and their actions kind of didn't measure up in the end. So you're comparing this new person to something that didn't quite measure up in the end. I see with the Seven of Pentacles reversed and Justice reversed, we are a bit unsure about how ready we are for a relationship or for how serious this is getting. If you're a single Aries, you're very unsure of what a relationship with this person would look like and whether that's something you want to pursue. If you're already in a relationship, the next level seems like it's going to take a lot more from you. So you're questioning whether you have enough or whether you have the ability to pull it off in the long term, because you are thinking long term. Over here with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands reversed, you're thinking about forever. You're thinking about all the tangible forever, like the physical side of it, as well as the energy. Is this someone that I would want to spend that much time with? So this theme may be subconscious at times, and at other times it's going to be at the forefront of your mind. You're thinking about it a lot. So let's have a look at how this Princess of Pentacles will be feeling about you in the month ahead. How is this Princess of Pentacles feeling about Aries in the month ahead, please, Spirit? What is their energy towards Aries? Wow. This person feels like they almost need to convince you to be with them. Like they feel like they have to really put their smooth talk over you. Like it's not easy to just kind of get you to that next stage. I almost see manipulation here too, Aries. Because this person sees a lot of potential with you. They acknowledge the fact that you are a big deal. We have Appreciation by Steve Lacy at the back of the deck. If it will focus, so you can pause it if you want to read it. The first two cards that came out were Borderline by Tame Impala and Just a Girl by No Doubt. So this is my Manipulate and Maiden cards. Pause it if you want to read it. It's a strong feeling of this person almost needing to kind of manipulate you into that situation. And that's going to vary for each and every one of you. For some of you, this person is already a part of your life and you know that they're a smooth talker. But for others of you, I just feel like this person has to put on a big show in order to get you into a position where they can kind of make you more malleable, because you're showing up as an emperor energy. You're showing up as someone who is very hard to kind of win over. You're literally the emperor in this situation. And I feel like this is something that this person is quite insecure about, in the sense of they don't really feel confident in things progressing with you with that Sadness card. They feel like they are really kind of in a situation where they may have taken on more than they can bargain for, but like I feel like at the same time with this bottom deck energy, their energy is pretty invested already, despite them not really knowing how far you're going to let them take it. They seem very invested already. Solar plexus chakra coming through. So Aries, if this falls apart, it'll be because you're not feeling it. Honestly, that's the only thing that I'm seeing, is that it's going to be because you're not feeling it. So what is the advice for Aries in this situation? That Four of Swords reverse card can sometimes indicate a feeling of being slow and steady. And I almost see you putting up little stoppages, like, oh, sorry, like I'm going to have to reschedule our next date. Is that okay? And this person will like be totally fine, but they're going to hit a point where they're like, is Aries still interested in someone else? Like, is there somebody else? Because they're going to see you pulling your energy away. And that's another thing that could happen with the Seven of Pentacles Justice reversed, is that you start to lose interest. What is the advice here for Aries? Okay. Oh, we got two cards. We have the Nectar in the reverse position. If it will show, there we go. We also have the Mountain. One more card for Aries. What is their advice? Okay, we have the Temple as well. And at the back of the deck is the Poet. So this is interesting because the Poet can be like this romancing kind of energy of speaking with words that are artistic but also expressive. So with that card reversed, is this feeling of just being honest. Just be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with this person. I see the Nectar reversed as you kind of trying to get something from a place that it doesn't come from. Like that's what it feels like. When Nectar is upright, it's this really sort of sweet, gooey feeling that is in a positive way very addictive. But when it's reversed, it's almost like you're comparing this person to someone that they're not. So be aware of that. Be aware of trying to get something from someone who doesn't have it. With the Mountain here, I do think that you need to keep your expectations, or at least your sights high, like be ambitious. And I think that the Mountain is asking for you to recognize how much you want versus how much you can offer. And I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I see you starting something with someone who you realize isn't going to be the person that you're making them out to be. So just be honest and be aware of, with the Mountain here, what it is that you actually want. Because I see you wanting a mountain and literally looking at a molehill and turning that molehill into a mountain. With the Temple card being here, there is this feeling of honoring your vessel. So I see some of you guys may be using even like physical intimacy to try to make yourself feel better in this situation. And I mean, I'm not going to say that that's wrong, but I'm just saying it could make you feel some type of way at the end of the day. So the Temple card is here to remind you to honor your vessel and to remind yourself that your body is a temple. There's nothing wrong with casual sex, but only do it if it's genuinely what you want to do. I see some of you feeling worse afterwards. So let's move forward. With the heart chakra here in the reverse position, there is a recurring issue here that you're struggling to heal. It seems to be popping up throughout the month and causing mild feelings of pain and resistance. So what's going on here with this heart chakra energy for Aries? We have the Two of Pentacles, okay, this or that. Weighing up your two options, this or that. We have the Ace of Swords reversed, so this is a recurring thought that you may have been having for some time. And we also have the Star upright, so this issue from your past needing to be healed in your present. Can we clarify that Two of Pentacles? We have the Four of Cups reversed. I don't want to miss out. What if I choose this and I miss out on that? What if I choose that and I miss out on this? Clarify the Ace of Swords reversed. We have the King of Pentacles, and clarify the Star. We have the High Priestess reversed. At the back of the deck is the Seven of Wands reversed. So in this situation, Aries, it almost feels like you're doing something that you're not proud of, and you're feeling conflicted about how your energy is being used when it comes to this love situation. You're torn between two things again, and this feels like a practical decision this time. Instead of your energy being kind of dispersed into two directions, as in you having a crush on two people, or you feeling like you have two pathways to explore energetically or sexually, this is more of like a practical issue. Like, how do I get the most out of my time? How do I get the most out of my resources? So I feel like you're trying to make time for something that you don't want to miss out on, but you're also trying not to lose something else. And I mean, if it's not a person, it's literally like your job and your dating life. It's literally like your partner and your family. You know, like it feels like a weird split in which you feel responsible for both, and you're having to manage that with your feelings of I'm missing out on something if I don't do this. With the Ace of Swords reversed, I really feel like this is a recurring issue for you. Like I just need some water. I almost feel like if this isn't an issue that frequently pops up, it's definitely, excuse me, that's not your toy, that's my water bottle. No. Yoda, no. So it kind of feels like this is an issue that has presented itself before. The only reason it's really an issue now is the King of Pentacles. There's a high stake issue here this time. Either you're more in charge this time, like you've gone from being the worker to the employer, or this is like a high value person that you don't want to lose. And the stakes are higher this time. It's not just this or that. It's like, no, I feel very responsible in the situation, and I'm very afraid that I'm going to lose something of high value. So with the Star card and the High Priestess being here, I almost feel like you're going to do what you want without really trying to, what's the word? Like the High Priestess reversed is almost like you not really listening to what your heart wants, but following what the situation is telling you to do. And it's not that this is the wrong decision either. With the Star upright, it just feels like it's more of a logical decision. It's a decision based on what you think you need to do for now in order to preserve the future that you want. So it does feel like a bit of a sacrifice, Aries. Like I see you really juggling your time here, and we do have the heart chakra reversed. So this is an issue that it feels like you are missing out on something. It feels like you are sacrificing something for another. Having to make time for one thing, which means you're losing the time with the other. It's very weird. It's literally like your job and this person that you feel is a very high value, or your job which is high value because you could have your own business with the King of Pentacles, versus trying to make room to start dating or seeing people again. So it's interesting that this is a main theme, because I feel like it's just something that you need to reconcile with in a long-term mentality. You can't just look at this as constantly sacrificing one thing for another. Like, there needs to be a long-term sort of routine that implements balance in all aspects, that gives you this strong feeling of like, I'm not missing out on anything, while also feeling like you're still ticking boxes and moving towards the goals that you've set for yourself, whether these are career goals or whether these are romance goals, like love goals and family goals. So what is the advice over here for Aries? Yeah, for some of you, children are popping up now. So if you have kids, you feel guilty, or you feel like it's very hard to balance your children with your love life. With the star here, you're taking this very logically, and you're trying to think about this from a sacrifice point of view. I sacrifice in the present, there'll be time in the future. So what is the advice? We have the healer. Yeah, that's very obvious. There's a main theme here with the heart chakra reversed of you just focusing on healing wounds and behaviors, and just being aware of the inner dialogue, with threshold coming out as well. Inner dialogue, and how that inner dialogue is limiting and creating limitations for you. One more card, please, Spirit. We also have the vow reversed. Yeah. So with the river at the back of the deck, there's a strong feeling of the pace of your life. Excuse me. No. There's a strong feeling of the pace of your life changing, as in the movement has changed. I always think of the river reversed as us going from a really stagnant period into a busy period again, or a really busy period into a stagnant period. And that's the thing about this issue, this logistical issue of balancing out your lifestyle. You don't have to stick to one commitment for the rest of your life. You should constantly reevaluate whether you're getting enough of this and that throughout your life, throughout the changing timeline. So your advice here is to check in with yourself emotionally and see how you aren't fulfilling certain needs emotionally as well. I feel like this is about being patient with yourself. You don't need to beat yourself up about this. You shouldn't feel guilty. You should just be aware of the fact that you are human and you have many different emotional needs that need addressing, especially if you're a parent. You can't expect to get all of your emotional needs met from your children. It's not fair on them, it's not fair on you. With the threshold here, your advice is to take a step into the unknown, crossing that threshold from A to B. However, you do need to find a solution in doing that kind of feels right for you. It's not just about going in blindly. With your Emperor energy, you need to feel in control, and you need to feel like you've implemented a plan that is maybe risky, but also within your control. So that is your advice, Aries, and that is what I'm seeing for you when it comes to love in the month ahead. Do feel free to check out your moon or Venus sign, especially if this didn't resonate 100%. Also have a look at your August predictions if you haven't already. I'd love to have you with the family as part of the Hermit Tarot family. So if this did resonate and you're keen to see your September subscriptions, your September predictions, be sure to subscribe and join our crew. Otherwise, I will connect with you in another video. Bye.